YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy. I know I'm late on this video, but we're covering the new hero, Stardew Daisy. I basically just needed to get this out before Hero Day. So yes, I'm finally home now. I will be doing some Eden streams this week, apart from the normal Friday night stuff. But for now, this is what we got. So, Stardew Daisy, she's actually a general attributes hero. I think we all pretty much thought she'd be a shooter hero based on just kind of, you know, her shooter thing. And then I did say she would be a carry support, so she would buff and debuff a lot and then have some decent damage. So we'll see. I am going into this blind, like I said. So let's get into it. All right, 23,000. So normal stuff there from skill number 1. Check out skill number 2, Spray and Pray. Combat skill, effective range of 5. So let's see here. 100% chance to shoot 4 times at one random enemy squad, dealing 165% damage each time. Okay, so just 165 times 4, which is what, like 650? Something like that. Reduce the damage, 660, I guess. Reduce the damage from the target enemy squad by 20%, lasting 1 round, and that can stack up to 2 layers. Okay, so I mean, wouldn't that always stack up to 2 layers since you're shooting them 4 times? So basically, that's actually really good skill, honestly. Every single round, this is going to happen for what? What did I say? 650 or something? Something like that. 650 damage, 660 maybe, and then 40% damage reduce? Huh. All right. That's huge, which I guess kind of goes in line with what I thought she would do, kind of debuff their damage and deal pretty good damage. The only thing here, at least so far, that we can see a weakness from this ability is it's a combat skill, meaning if she is CC'd or like crowd controlled, so stunned or confused or whatever, this could be an issue. But so far, she's looking pretty good from just one ability. Third, 50 resistance, 50 might, so nothing different there. Fifth ability, First Aid. Okay, interesting. I did not think she would be a healer at all. Restore some troop power for your squad with the lowest troop power each round. Recovery rate 90, so pretty low, but it's every single round, which is nice. And it is to the squad with the lowest troop power, meaning the one who is damaged the most. Reduces the damage taken by the hero squad and the squad being treated by 50% for 2 rounds. Wow. This is huge. If the hero squad is the one with the lowest true power, the recovery rate will be increased to 180. All right, so there's a lot to dissect in here, but basically you're healing every single round. You're healing the squad with the lowest troop number, so the most damaged squad in the formation, 90%. If her own squad, if Daisy's squad is the lowest, it'll actually heal 180. So that's just flat out. On top of that, she gets huge damage reduction here. 50% to whoever she healed. You know, the lowest troop power gets 50%. And she always gets 50%. This can be stacked up twice, so potentially... this is actually huge, basically. This is really, really big. This lasts for 2 rounds, so there will basically be 200% damage reduction across the board, like after round 2 and beyond. So that's actually insane. That's huge stuff there. If she heals herself, she instead heals 180 and only 50% because she's not healing another one, I don't think. Potentially this will just stack on herself twice, not really sure. But regardless, so far, pretty insane. Healing meta has taken a step back for sure. At some points in time, healing meta, you know, was the meta. Basically, you just always had healers and it was impossible to kill anybody. That's kind of taken a step back. Healing, the real problem with healing is if you just die, like if your squad just gets blown to smithereens in the first 2 or 3 rounds, as we've seen with a lot of APCs, the healing doesn't really do anything. We'll see if the damage reduction from Daisy is enough where the healing actually becomes a factor, because that's kind of the problem. With all the damage reduction stuff that she has from her 5th ability and her 2nd ability is basically damage reduction. It reduces the enemy's damage. it might be enough where healing becomes relevant for her APC in particular. Let's see, 15% HP. Okay, so solid. That's fine. This is just the general attribute stuff, so everybody gets might and resistance, which makes general attribute heroes really, really, really strong. And then let's check out our 8th ability. This will kind of determine. Sacrifice. Okay, a prep skill, so round 0, effective range of 5. Oh, let me see. Is this a... Yes, this is a prep skill. Okay. If the hero squad is in the mid row, it will take 30% of the damage for the front row squad. The hero squad will also restore 40% of the troop power lost in the round in the next round. Okay, so, I mean, this basically just requires, maybe not requires, but pretty much, it basically requires Daisy to be in the middle, which is fine in the most part. Usually you have your support in the middle anyway. I feel like Daisy could be a decent tank, but yeah, you kind of just want to put Daisy in the middle. She'll instead take 30% of whatever the front row hero takes, and then she'll restore 40% of that damage. So that's good. Yeah, that's actually pretty solid. It kind of means you don't really need a tank in the front row, or like you could have somebody, you know, like Fallen Raven, for example, who counterattacks. He might not have the most like damage reduction. He might not be like the tankiest, like a glutton, you know, gluttony. But she'll pretty much make them tankier. She's taking 30%. The front row's taking 70%. So you're kind of, you're kind of mixing it basically. And then she's healing herself, and then she'll be applying first aid to probably the first row and herself every round, which is totally cool. That works, honestly. Seems like it's pretty good. It's weird that they pigeonhole her to just be in the middle row. It doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't know why they have to say this, but oh well. All right, so overall, Daisy, honestly, pretty strong showing so far. The problem is supports are generally much harder to judge because they're kind of the least important thing in the game, just unfortunately. If you don't have a carry and you don't have a strong tank, your support basically is meaningless. Daisy, however, does have some damage on her own. Her second ability does pretty good damage. It's every single round in like 650 or whatever I said before. Damage every round. That's solid. So Daisy might be really, really strong. She's just not adding a lot of extra damage to her team. It's basically damage reduction from the enemy team, and then basically more damage reduction again, and then healing, which isn't, again, that's not really the meta. Currently the meta is basically like, make the rest of your squads do a ton of damage, and yeah, go all out. But I do think Daisy could be quite strong. Again, I think you kind of want to put her with like, I mean, it's obvious to say it, right? But Super Killer or Raven, like kind of the two best tanks in the game, or even somebody like Beast, who is going to be in the front row. They're going to be taking a lot of damage. She can heal them up. She can basically sap some of the damage from them, which makes them do more damage. She'll be doing extra damage. I just don't know if it's enough. Again, it's just really hard when you're kind of rating the supports. Now, I will be testing out Daisy, obviously, throughout the rest of the week. This is a first look. I purposefully haven't looked at any battle reports or anything like that. I'll be coming out with those as we move on. So before Hero Day, hopefully, or during Hero Day, rather, I'll have battle reports with Daisy. And then I'll be able to say, okay, yeah, she's really good, or these are the APCs you should use, or not. But honestly, she seems like she could be really solid. I think having a hero like this in your arsenal is really, really good. If healing meta comes back, maybe this season or the next season, I do feel like Daisy is kind of, she'll probably be at the top of those kind of healing supports. So For a rating, I mean, I think I'm gonna give her a 3.5 out of 5. Again, just the fact that your support kind of hurts her. Her eighth ability is sort of weak, to be honest. It's definitely not up to par with her second and fifth ability. I think her second ability is insanely strong, which could just make her just a really, really, really strong character, period. And then her fifth ability, we'll kind of have to see how the healing, how influential is healing in the current meta for this upcoming season. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the Daisy video. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, obviously this is a little bit late. The hero didn't just come out, but I am now home. I was away for a period of time, so let me know if you have experience with her, or if you pulled her. How lucky did you get? How many tickets? All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Got a lot of videos coming soon, so you'll be seeing my face too much. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace.